Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel, and thank you so much for stopping by. Today on the show, in this new GTA 5 Online video, of course, it is Tuesday, which means tomorrow on Wednesday, Rockstar will be previewing to us the new GTA Online upcoming event week bonuses, discounts, limited time vehicles, and more. All that info will be coming to us early on Wednesday before the update drops. 4 a.m. Central Time in the US Thursday morning. Convert that to your local time zone to get the time it goes live for you. But on Tuesdays, I like to give you guys a refresher and a reminder in case you're just getting back into the game or you heard about these weekly updates with GTA 5 Online, you want to get involved, or just some of the opportunities we've had this week that we've known about since obviously the start of the event, because it's turned out to be a much more underrated week than a lot of players were initially led on to believe. When we got some of these bonuses and we got the news on that, I mean, I said it was going to be a pretty solid week for earning money, and it turns out to be exactly that case. So we're going to talk about the bonuses just in case you want to take advantage of them, since there's only a finite amount of time left. We'll be talking about some rare and removed vehicles, plus this one you could see on screen. This is the Overflod Entity MT. We'll be talking about how you can get this vehicle for $0 in less than 5 minutes this week. We also have a claimable salvage yard vehicle, and this isn't even that one. So definitely stick around for all that and more. And with that being said, let's get started. Let's start off this video with just some quick housekeeping items. One of the free rewards you can get this week, or I shouldn't even say free reward because it does require an in-game purchase, but the Classy Park Ranger emergency class vehicle, if you obtain that on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X or S, or PC Enhanced, if you buy that vehicle, you'll unlock the Summer Park Ranger outfit. So that's one of the sort of law enforcement outfits you can get for this week. You can get a second one, which we'll be talking about a little bit later on. Also, quick reminder, the end of summer giveaway is ending on September the 17th. So if you just, all you have to do is log into the game. We've had multiple weeks to do this, so make sure if you haven't yet, just to do it real fast, just log into the game, load into any property. Like you can see, I'm right here at my agency. Just log in, you'll get $1 million for the end of summer giveaway. If you have GTA Plus, you'll get an additional $1 million on top of that. When it comes to our discounts for the remainder of this week, since this is a super law enforcement themed and focused weekly event here in GTA Online, we have various discounted police themed items plus some normal vehicles. So the police bike is 15% off for the week. We have a ton of vehicles to go through, so I'll just talk about the discounted percentage so you can see the actual prices on screen anyway. The Cokehead D10 Pursuit's 25% off. The Outreach Faction is also 25% off right here. The Cara Pursuit is 25% off. The FX Interceptor is 35% off. The LX Cruiser is 35% off. The Terminus Patrol, which GTA Plus members are getting for $0 for the month anyway. Even if you don't have GTA Plus, you can get this vehicle as well for 25% off this week. The Greenwood Cruiser is 35% off. 35% off the Dorado Cruiser. 35% off the Impaler SZ Cruiser. 35% off the Gauntlet Interceptor, the Unmarked Cruiser, as well as the Stanier LE Cruiser. The HVY Menacer is 30% off for the week for $1.242 million. Then we also have various other discounted vehicles on Legendary Motorsport for 30% off, like 30% off the Benefactor SM722 for $1.5 million, or just under it. 30% off the Pegassi Zaruso Supercar. This is also $1.347 million. And then the Grotti Turismo Classic you can get for 30% off, or just under $500,000 this week in GTA. We have one more vehicle. It's the Classy Park Ranger. So if you're on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, or Enhanced PC, you can also get the Park Ranger for 35% off as well. I definitely recommend you get a police car on discount this week because they're all some of the most expensive vehicles in the game, and they tie in with the bonuses really well. You need to use at least one for some of these missions we're about to talk about. When it comes to just a quick reminder of our bonuses this week, we do have double money and double RP opportunities on the dispatch work, which you need to own a police car to start, and I haven't even customized this Stanier LE Cruiser, so we're going to be driving really slow up the Chumash. You don't need to use a police car for these missions, but you do need to own one for yourself in order to initiate the job. Then you can just fly over to the Sparrow, or fly over with your Sparrow to the objective of the mission to make it faster, obviously. But with these, you normally make 25K. You're getting 50K this week with the double money. With GTA Plus, you're getting 4 times money, so you're making 100 grand, and this is one of the slower variants of the mission to do, or just slower missions in general. On average, you can get these completed in 2 to 4 minutes, and I've talked about this in a guide over on Friday if you want to check it out for proof. You can make about 600K an hour or more with the double money, or 1.2 million plus an hour with quadruple money this week if you have GTA Plus. The wildlife photography is paying out 4 times for GTA Plus members, so instead of 100K a day, you're making up to 400K a day, or 2.8 million by the end of the week just for taking 3 photos per real life day of animals animals in GTA. The Vespucci Job Remix limited time adversary mode that's returned for this week is double money and double RP. And the Community Combat series, if you want to do that adversary mode as well from the Community Creator series, is also double money and double RP. The weekly challenge, just complete 3 of the dispatch work and you will get $100,000. So not only are you making double money for the missions, even if you don't want to farm these all week, which, you know, players who have been farming them this week, they've been making tons. If you just get 3 done, you'll make the double money or quadruple money if you have GTA Plus, plus 100K. And you also unlock the Summer LSPD Officer outfit. So if you want some rare clothing and an actual law enforcement outfit, you got to do the dispatch work this week to get that one. At the Diamond Casino and Resort, you can't see it behind me, obviously, but the podium vehicle is the Helion. I actually won this in my weekly update guide on Thursday when I spun the lucky wheel, and I totally forgot walking into the Diamond Casino today that because I won the podium vehicle for the week, it won't even be on here on the podium. I think Rockstar should just keep it on the podium because it looks kind of weird not seeing the car here, even if you don't, or even if they don't allow you to win it, you know, multiple times in a week or something like that. Either way, though, let's spin the lucky wheel, get some other type of prize, and let's talk about this vehicle. Because if you know what it looks like, you know, maybe I put a picture on screen or something like that. Very good, strong, all-terrain performance. Handling's great, both on-road and off-road. You can effortlessly climb up any sort of hill with it. You know, you can explore Mount Chiliad, things of the like. It does have large tires. They're vulnerable to gunfire. You do need to put bulletproof tires on there. You can add some window plating. That's going to improve traction, funny enough. Actually, it gives you more downforce, but also it obviously gives you that major protection from enemy gunfire. The ground clearance isn't the absolute highest on it. You can occasionally bottom out if you are like rock crawling or just like jumping the thing on sand dunes and whatnot, but still it's good enough for off-roading. It just gives you like excellent immersion while you're going on some sort of adventure on the northern part of the map. So that's why I like the Helion, so definitely try and win it this week if you have not already. Your prize ride vehicle at the LS car meet this week is the Overflawed Entity MT, and this is a vehicle that you can unlock in less than 5 minutes here. All you need to do is place top 4 in LS car meet series races just once. So jump into a drag race with one other person, whether you come in first or second, you can unlock this vehicle basically right away. This is a beautiful, beautiful, super fast supercar here. Normal top speed is about 131 miles an hour, maybe 131 and a half, but if you apply the HSW upgrades, you can go over 150 miles an hour with this thing. Super fast acceleration. The steering is very responsive, maybe even a little bit too responsive unless you're going super, super fast, and then you get a little bit of understeer at the highest of speeds if you're absolutely just trying to like bomb into a turn without braking all that much. HSW upgrades on this thing, though, makes it very, very competitive in races. Any other vehicle that's super good at top speed, this will definitely keep up. The customization is super, super deep as well. You can completely tailor it to your liking, so you got to appreciate that control with a supercar such as this. If you apply the HSW, the power is obviously going to overcome the advanced handling flag, which gives this vehicle engine resistance, and that's the one downside of this car. And most entities in the game, just like the Overflawed Tyrant, I think even the normal Entity XF to a certain extent as well, and then the Entity XXR has this problem, the engine resistance, where the vehicle doesn't want to upshift, and you also just feel like the vehicle is like struggling to hit those super, super high RPMs. It just feels like it's limited in the mid-range at the top gear, and so you're just not going as fast as you otherwise should with this car. But even despite that and the high price tag this car comes with normally, still a super, super good vehicle. It's stylish, very aggressive, absolutely worth unlocking this week. It is a top-tier supercar in GTA Online. At the salvage yard for the rest of this weekly update here in GTA Online, we do have a claimable vehicle like I was alluding to at the beginning of today's video when we got started out. These are available all the way through the rest of September the 16th. So the top range vehicle, the claimable vehicle for the week, is this Inus Deity here. It comes with the limited time rare Los Santos Pounders license plate on this car. It's featured in the Gangbanger robbery, probably the easiest of the 5 to complete. Takes you only about 30 minutes, 10-minute finale with 20 minutes worth of setups. I mean, I guess besides the Duggan robbery, it's one of the easiest and one of the fastest to speedrun. If you do the Duggan robbery, you can steal this Karen Hot Ring Everin mid-range vehicle for the week. This is the second of the 3. And then the McToney robbery, the submission, you get this Vapid Hustler, which is the standard range vehicle. This is the only claimable one, though. But it's been a while since we've seen a claimable one. And someone in my comments actually pointed this out. Shout out to you. I just forget your name and I gotta go search back in my comments. But this is the first sedan we've seen as a claimable car. One of the first OG Imani Tech vehicles that is a claimable car. Plus, it's the first sedan we've seen as a claimable car as well. Sedan class. So that's awesome. When it comes to the test drive vehicles at the LS Car Meet for this week, we have some pretty decent opportunities. I mean, some of them aren't not necessarily worth buying just because they're super expensive, so I guess we'll talk about that one first. This is the Ocelot Lynx right here. I love this car, man. It's super expensive, so I can't recommend you purchase it. I mean, it's $1,735,000. That is expensive for what you're getting with this car. You get a lot of torque and pretty good acceleration, but the top speed is just going to be very average. Has a little bit of a bad characteristic with understeer as well, so it's kind of like a middle-of-the-road sports class option for a vehicle. You factor that in with the price tag, you know, average performance, a lot better performing cars you can get for cheaper price points. Why would you buy this, right? But I just love the look of this Ocelot Lynx. I like the front end. I really like the rear end too. Hold on, let me come to this side so maybe you can see. It just looks really, really nice. It almost, it doesn't even look like an Ocelot vehicle. It looks more like a Dubocci vehicle in my opinion. It looks like some type of Aston Martin. Maybe it's just the front end with like the grill sort of and stuff like that. I don't know. But either way, Ocelot Lynx is really cool. Next up, the Western Damon. If you've ridden the Wolfsbane, this is very similar to that. Average top speed as well. It's only 102 miles an hour you can top this thing out at, but it's got good acceleration. It's not designed for the dirt, obviously. It's just like a cruiser bike, but it handles well off-road if you decide to take it off-road. You don't get much wheel spin from a dig. It's very versatile as well, and it's also not super expensive, $145,000 right there. Then we wrap up with probably the vehicle I would recommend you absolutely purchase, the Pegassi Vaca. This is a nice, well-rounded, all-rounder type of vehicle to be using in the game, whether you're grinding money, racing, things like that. Really fast acceleration. I feel like the handling for an older vehicle like this is pretty precise. Not saying the vehicle's old, but just like when it was added to the game, it's sort of an older DLC car at this point. You can still really maneuver and weave through traffic and tight corners with this thing. You get a little bit of wheel spin, but its durability is pretty nice. It's stylish. I love a Lamborghini Gallardo just like this. And I think it's just an underrated choice for a car to be driving around in this day and age in GTA, because in my opinion, it still holds its own looks-wise, and it only costs $240,000. So definitely pick yourself up one this week before it goes away. At Simeon's Premium Deluxe Motorsport and this car dealership and in-game vendor for this week, we're getting a little bit strange with some of the offerings. I mean, we have totally random, unrelated assortments of vehicles right here. So let's start off with this one. This is going to be your dedicated off-roader at Simeon's for the week, the Coil Brawler. I like the look of it. It actually looks really nice with this like matte green. It's almost like the Master Chief edition. If we get some like gold color on like the wheels or something like that, it would be cool if we could like tint the windows or get the headlights a certain color. But either way, this is based on the Local Motors Rally Fighter. It, funny enough, is one of the faster off-road vehicles in the game in terms of acceleration and top speed, but that really doesn't mean anything because this thing has some of the worst handling you've seen off-road, some of the worst braking, and basically no customization. This isn't a desirable choice at all if you want a good overall off-road vehicle. And check out the price tag for it as well, $736,000. Buyer beware with this thing. Absolutely do not buy it. Next up, this is the Vapid Blade. This is, in terms of a muscle car, this can rival supercars when it comes to its acceleration, and that's where my praise of this vehicle ends. Or I guess the durability as well. It's pretty durable as well. I'll praise it for that. It's based on the 1965 Ford Falcon, which is pretty cool, but it has really bad understeer. It's not really a good muscle car to race or just drive around the map to get away from police with. I would say there's a lot of better muscle cars, but if you want something for style, this could be your choice, because I do think this Ford Falcon does look really nice. Price tag as well, $160,000, so it is like decently affordable. I don't feel like, you know, if you spend $160,000 on this and you don't like it, at least you're not in the hole like almost $1 million like with the Brawler. Next up, this is the Grotti GT500. It's a sports classic in this game. You get exceptional handling. It's really stylish in my opinion. I've talked about it before in the past when it's been available. It's a beginner-friendly vehicle when it comes to how well it drives and how responsive the steering is and just the overall driving experience, but it's not valued at that in terms of its price point. It's $806,000. That's expensive. So when it comes to a beginner buying this, obviously I don't recommend a level 1 player to try and obtain this. I just mean with how easy it is to drive, it's a very chill car. You know, it's not going to lead the pack in acceleration or top speed, but you can control it on all sorts of terrain. And if you're a total noob at the game, this is a great car in learning like the driving physics is really what I mean to say by beginner friendly. That's literally about it. Next up, this is the Nagasaki Hot Rod Blazer. I love this thing. It's the Happy Meal ATV. excellent off-road capability with this super precise steering, actually a little bit too fine and precise. Very sensitive. It's got a higher center of gravity, so you're going to be experiencing lower stability off-road, and you can get thrown off this quad way easier than the normal Blazer, even if this thing is faster at accelerating, has a higher top speed than the normal Blazer, things of the like. Only $85,000. This is a fun little vehicle to kind of like troll around the map with. Then we have the ADIOS Stafford. This big, bulky, classic vehicle offers a nice smooth ride. Acceleration is just going to be decent, especially for its day and age that it released in real life. You know, good enough top speed. Obviously, it looks super heavy. It's rear wheel drive, so you're going to get a little bit of oversteer, despite you not going super fast in this vehicle on its own. But it's inspired from some old luxury classics that you may know and love, like the 1959 Rolls-Royce Silver Cloud, as well as even, honestly, you get some elements from the Jaguar Mark 9 as well. If you want to pick up the Stafford, I mean, it is a limited time. You can get it for $1,294,800 this week. And when it comes to the gun van stock and selection, let's check out what we have this week, because we have a few different opportunities. So the baseball bat, this is actually free in the game this week. If you just head on over to the gun van, you can pick it up for free. You have the knife, the stun gun. This is 30% off for GTA Plus members for the week. We also have the tactical SMG, the service carbine, which you can build yourself by collecting 5 weapon parts through a challenge, but it's 40% off here at the gun van. It's worth it at full price anyway. I bought it at the gun van when it came out because I wanted it day one when it released in, I guess it was July or August of 2022, but for 40% off, definitely just buy it. Don't waste your time collecting it unless you just absolutely do not want to spend any money on it for some reason. It's an M16 though, it rocks. The RPG's up next. We have the assault rifle as well as the knuckle duster featured here as well. We are going to be wrapping everything up right here, so thank you so much for watching today's video, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure to drop a like if you guys did go on to enjoy. Of course, feel free to subscribe to the channel if you guys are new and you want to see more GTA Online content just like this. Also, check me out over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, specifically twitch.tv/hazardoushdtv for more GTA Online money grinding live streams. We've been killing it over on TikTok, Instagram, even Facebook, as well as Twitter, or X if you want to call it that, with some of the short form content as well. So if you like the long form videos, or even if you don't and you just want some short form rapid fire tips, tricks, updates, guides, leaks, and more, I have that on all of my other social medias as well. So hopefully I'll see you guys over there, as well as tomorrow discussing the news for the new GTA Online weekly update that's coming at you early in the afternoon. So I'll see you guys then. Adios, amigos.